This weekend, UND football opens up its home schedule. It welcomes Robert Morris for the 49th Annual Potato Bowl. Game kicks off at 6 o'clock Saturday. Get your tickets at the Alaris Center box office or online at undsports.com. Robert Morris off a loss to Eastern Kentucky guys, and they're usually a pretty good program. I think they're picked high in their conference, the Ohio Valley, and I don't know what to expect from Robert Morris. Anybody have any ideas here?
I think, looking at their stat sheet, it was a very bizarre kind of box score. They got 4 turnovers against Eastern Kentucky, and still ended up losing pretty handily. They gave up 400 yards rushing, and they only rushed for, I want to say, 28 yards. So they definitely lost the ground battle, and that's going to be something I got to imagine UND is going to hope to take advantage of, because UND didn't run the ball super effectively against San Jose, but I thought there were some creases that you haven't seen in the recent years here against FBS opponents.
I look at Robert Morris, and probably they have some young guys that they're probably trying to see how they all fit in, as far as the pieces are concerned coming into this game themselves. And I guess I will go back to what Coach Schweigert has been preaching. Maybe sometimes it seems like we're getting inundated with, the phrase of they're focusing on themselves, but I think this weekend is probably going to be a perfect example of UND football really focusing on the things that they do. I know they talked a lot about here after the game out in San Jose State about pursuit to the ball defensively, not necessarily being out of the play. Maybe it's by you, but you go chase it down. And they really took a look at that on film, and they feel like they can be more effective in that area. So watch the little things, I think, on Saturday here against the Colonials, because I think that's going to be very interesting for fans to watch, like how the little things, go here for UND coming up on Saturday.
Well, I think the fans are going to expect, this is a team they can play with. This is a team, in fact, maybe on paper or somewhere they'd be a favorite over Robert Morris this weekend. How critical is it for them to beat them at this point, and particularly for the fans, and not only that, for the psyche of the players?
Well, it's this little stretch before they start a very difficult span of games when they face Montana, Montana State, Eastern Washington, Southern Utah. This stretch of Robert Morris, Missouri State, and Stony Brook, none of those teams are going to be easy on UND because they're just not in a state where they can have things come easy to them. But I think it's an important stretch to be successful.
Build some confidence.
Yeah.
You don't want to go into that stretch having lost 4 games in a row or anything, and then seeing you're playing the best teams. That can derail things really quickly. But if you do get some confidence and some of the young players figure some things out, maybe their development can accelerate a little bit. So I think it is important. And
I think this is a team too that I think it's one thing. I think you temper expectations and you say it's not all about wins and losses during this process that Coach Schweigert has come in to do. But at the same time, there are still very capable athletes on the field for North Dakota that can go out and get you wins. And this would be a big one here on Saturday, and maybe that propels and everybody starts believing a little bit, and maybe you get going on the right track the way they want to.
Maybe falls right into what Bubba's been talking about, is doing the little things correctly all along. And you do the little things against this team and an opponent like this, and you're probably going to have some success, I would guess. We heard it once already this week, and you guys tell me what you think quickly here. It's Potato Bowl week, and well, there's a lot of distractions with the French fry feed and all this kind of stuff. These guys are 18 to 23-year-old athletes, for crying out loud. Are they going to get distracted by a French fry feed? Come on, huh?
I do. You expect me to work during that? I'm going to be out there. But they might not like French fries as much as I do. So
can it be a distraction? I just don't see it would be.
No, I think if I had to look back at college, I think I had a lot of other distractions other than French fries.
I think that one is overplayed a little bit, Tim. I think we're past that point. But I do encourage everyone to go out and eat a few French fries. Have a good time on Thursday.
I will.